Hello, my name is Shannon Ray Darty and I'm the Operations Manager with New Heights Property Management. Today I would like to speak with you about the Security Deposit Replacement Program. Nearly 1/3 of the United States has either passed legislation or is interested in security deposit replacement options. Moving expenses for tenants has become exorbitant. So a tenant applying for a rental property will not only have to come up with money for security deposit funds and first month's rent, but they also may have to pay for utility charges or transferring services of cable and internet. So these expenses just keep growing. As I mentioned, there are states that have passed legislation that require alternatives for renters to make more affordable housing. So what are these alternatives? The Security Deposit Replacement Program is one of them. It's very simple. After an applicant applies for a property and is approved based on the standard rental criteria, that applicant will have the option to either choose a standard security deposit or the security deposit replacement. Now keep in mind, all of the rental criteria remains the same. Nothing has changed in our application process. The applicant has the option to choose from a regular security deposit or the security deposit replacement. Now keep in mind, remember, the security deposit is held in an account while the tenant resides at the property. It's held in an escrow account, as that deposit is the tenant's deposit, but is meant to be used for damages at move-out. The security deposit replacement operates just a little bit different. So in lieu of the tenant having to pay those upfront costs of the first month's rent and that deposit, now they're opting for a monthly fee in lieu of the deposit. So what does that mean at move-out? Again, it's very simple. At move-out, there's just not a deposit to pull from if there's damages. So let's say, for example, there's no damages, but the tenant just forgets to have the carpets cleaned, which is a requirement on the lease. All the tenant would have to do is pay for that required carpet cleaning. Now, if they don't do that, the Security Deposit Replacement Program picks up or pays for those fees, and then that program will bill the tenant for those services that they didn't pay for. So essentially it works the same way. Now keep in mind, a standard security deposit is based off of 1.5 months rent. So let's say that an applicant applies to reside at one of our properties and maybe the credit isn't so great and the security deposit requirement is 2 months rent. Then the replacement program, that monthly fee, is based off of that 2 months rent. It's really a simple program. It's a great offering for our tenants. It makes the move-in process and the costs associated with moving in a little bit more manageable for the tenants. So we're excited to offer this program. Keep in mind, we have a whole group of licensed property managers that are here to answer your questions if you have any as it pertains to the Security Deposit Replacement Program. Thank you so much for listening today.